welcome to America's Home Cooking. I'm going to show you how I feed my culture. This culture is my sponge culture. And it's thick. I'm going to pour some of this in my compost. It's going out into my yard because I got a little more than I need. But I do a lot of baking, so this is more economical because I'm not losing anything. If you think I am, I'm really not. Because if it goes in the garden and into the yard, there'd be food coming back in and around the house. So I'm not really at a loss for it. Now I'm going to add a half a cup of bread flour. I gotta put my glasses on because this measuring cup, all my measuring cups are being used right now, so I have stuff in them, so I'll probably have to buy more. And I'm gonna add 3 ounces of water. That is between a half a cup and a fourth of a cup and a little hair over a third of a cup, which puts you just about where you have to be. Okay. Let's see, that's a cup. That's a half a cup. That's a fourth and a half. I tell you, I can't see this bloody thing. That's too much. Too much out. Anyway, it's 3 ounces. It's between the fourth of a cup and a half a cup, and you have to use judgment on this one. I can't say exactly because I have no way of knowing, but that's for your sponge culture. And what you do is you beat this back in and you're feeding it. This is their home. See how thick it is? See how thick it is? That's the sponge culture. Now I put this back in the refrigerator. This is what I do. I feed it every day. If it's too much, I will sit there and put some in my compost and bury it in the yard. The next culture we're going to feed is liquid culture, and I'll tell you how I started it. I took 1 cup of sponge culture and I put it in this jar, and then I started feeding it this ratio that I'm going to give you. And you need a scale for this. You're actually going to need 3 ounces of flour. There, got it. Here, so I'm going to use it as well and pour some of it out. I'm not worried about, like I said, I'll be getting it back tenfold anyway, so I'm not concerned about it. Just my family quit eating some bread, and they started putting me behind the 8 ball a bit. Now I'm going to need a funnel size for this. water from the faucet. I'm actually going to add 4 ounces of water. So measuring and weights are a little different. Measuring spoon, mixing these in these jars because I will break and crack the jars. So you can imagine how strong women were. They had to be very strong a long time ago. Now, remember how thick the other one was? Watch this one. See how it just rolls off the spoon. Doesn't hold to the spoon at all. It just keeps on sliding off. I can't even get it up. It keeps on sliding off. That's the difference. You can see it. That's what I do. So my liquid, I use a scale. I use measuring cups for my sponge. And I do feed them. This is their home. Just like my yogurt cultures and my buttermilk. I have these live cultures as well. And I care for them every day. So I always have my yogurt, my buttermilk. I have my liquid culture. I have my sponge culture. So I figured I'd show you. That's what I feed. I even write it on the lids. I put 4 ounces water, 3 ounces flour. And it's always bread flour that you give it. Do not give it to the all-purpose. Now I'll talk about flours to give you an idea. We have 2 kinds of wheat. We have a red hard wheat that we make our bread flour out of, and we have a soft wheat that we make our cake flour with, which is known, the light one is for the cake, heavy one is that bread flour. Now your all-purpose flour is a mixture of those 2 flours. I'm not sure of the ratio. I think it's 20-80. You can't hold me to it because I'm not sure. It might be 50-50, but they mix those up and that's where you get your all-purpose flour from. So cake flour is that soft wheat, and that's where you get that real lightness of your cakes. And when you get that chewy bread, that comes literally from the bread flour. And when you make your rolls and stuff and you get that texture in between those, that is actually the all-purpose, which is a mixture of both. I just can't remember the ratio offhand. Take care. Bye-bye.